It's rush hour in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and traffic is even more backed up than usual. A desperate 911 call reveals why.
There is an Ford Explorer that just is hanging over the edge of the overpass over 46A. I mean, he's hanging by like a tire or something.
28-year-old waitress Christine McMichael was driving to work when she had to slam on her brakes to avoid an accident. Her SUV flipped over the guardrail, and now the truck is hanging from the edge of the overpass, 50 feet above the highway below. The first rescuers to arrive make a startling discovery. The only thing suspending the vehicle is a 1/8 inch bolt on the undercarriage that's snagged on the ledge. Even the slightest movement could cause the unstable SUV to plummet to the asphalt below, meaning certain death for this wife and mother of an 8-month-old son. Christine desperately wants to climb out, but until more help arrives, she must remain perfectly still as she relies on the tiny piece of metal to restrain the 2-ton truck. An agonizing half-hour later, rescuers from the Sanford Fire Department arrive on scene, accompanied by tow trucks and a rescue crane. As one crew slowly rides the rescue basket toward the dangling SUV, other workers delicately use cables and chains to anchor the teetering truck on the overpass. Moments later, the basket glides into position above the open passenger side window. It's like threading a needle on a high wire as the rescuers carefully drop a harness down to Christine. After a torturous hour spent remaining perfectly still, strapping on a harness is an unnerving task. Especially when Christine's every movement causes the truck to creak and shift beneath her. But once the harness is on, an even more terrifying part of the rescue begins. Christine must climb up through the passenger window. It's the farthest, most precarious 5 feet she's ever traveled. But at last, she's out of her dangling steel coffin and into the hands of the Sanford rescue team. As she rides back to solid ground, Christine's mind replays her ordeal, starting with a harrowing realization just after the crash.
I remember looking down out the driver's side window, and I could see the road below, and I could see the cars going by, and at that point I thought, oh my gosh, I'm hanging from the bridge.
Christine had a cell phone in the SUV, but her first call wasn't to 911.
I just wanted to call my husband, and I called him and said, honey, I'm dangling from an I-4 bridge, can you come and get me?
It's a call that breaks her husband's heart.
You got your loved one calling you, hanging on for dear life, and you can't do anything because you're so damn far away.
Thankfully, witnesses did call the authorities immediately. But for Christine, the time between the crash and the rescue seemed like an eternity.
I just remember holding on the steering wheel very tightly and just thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna fall. I kept thinking I just want to see my baby, I just want to see my husband.
But staying calm was crucial, so Christine took comfort in the presence of the rescue crew.
There were so many people standing by, and I was talking to them, and I think that really helped keep me calm, just knowing that there were so many people there waiting to help me.
Still, nothing could beat the feeling of escaping the dangling truck and stepping into the well-anchored rescue basket.
That's when I lost it. That's when I knew I was safe, and all my emotions came out.
Moments after her rescue, Christine is reunited with her husband, and the relieved couple are driven home very carefully. Today, Christine McMichael is back to being a full-time waitress and mother. She's a long way from hanging off the edge of that interstate overpass, but she keeps the Sanford Fire Department close to her heart.
If it wasn't for them, I would still be stuck there.